Ah, all right. Good. What is morning? No, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, woke up late. All right. And best part was I got someone from Singapore who sent me this and said, please update this. A lady from Singapore has sent me this email and she sent me this article to update my viewers on the charges for our Indian. Looks like our Indians are not liked very much in some places. Why? Our Indians, let me drink some espresso. Wait. So as you can see, this side. The photo of this nice chubby bubby. He has nice chubby cheeks. He has his nice glasses. He kind of reminds me of, what is that? The serial killer. What is that? Ted Bundy. Kind of like with glasses, look like a nice guy, but this guy looks like a chubby bubby boy. Look at his cheeks. He looks like a nice, cute little boy. Anyway, this young boy, young Indian Hindu, my dear, you're just 20 years old and you've already made a masala of your name. Why? And that also, he's not a poor guy. He is not someone who's from a poor, background, or someone you would say that, these poor people, they're desperate. This guy is what? Rajat. His name is Rajat. Okay, they didn't give his surname. Lucky for the family, they didn't give the surname. Rajat Kumar, Rajat Singh, Rajat something. Rajat Belpuri Wala. I know, I'm in a comedic mood. He was traveling from, he's studying in Australia. That means his parents must be really well off. He was studying in Australia in a university and was flying from Perth to Singapore. I mean, you know, why would you want to do this, man? You're just a young boy at the age of 20 going to start your life. And in a day and age of social media, in a day and age where news travels like wildfire, can you imagine that this same chubby little boy has to go back to college? How will he go and show his face? Just think about it. In a day and age where bullying takes place, where mockery takes place, where you make one mistake and everybody will not only point fingers, they will completely destroy your reputation. Remember, I had taken the video, the interview of that Indian Hindu chap in Canada who took the free food. He made a video on free food. I've made a video on that, and I also took an interview with him. He, you know, he made a video stating, "Oh, you don't spend any money. Indian students don't spend any money. Go to these places and ask for free food." And the free food was actually meant for homeless people, and he just thought, "Oh, I'm getting free food. Why not?" Just like a harmless thing. And he thought he'd put it on social media and thought it was a good idea. A little bit of viral fame, and you'd not believe the Indians there are Indians who are putting videos like this. You can actually search on YouTube, Indian students free food Canada controversy. There are students who occupy positions where they are paid very big salaries, both the husband and the wife, big salaries, yet they are advertising, "See, I got free food." And they're shamelessly showing. There was this, it's not just limited to North Indians, even South Indian, one family, South Indian family, they're sitting, I think, behind a Christmas tree or something, and 3, 4 other family members, and they're showing stacks and stacks of food. Oh, look at all the cheese that we've got. Oh, the yogurt, see, it's like a mountain, and the bread, and oh, tomatoes are here, onion. I mean, don't you have an iota of shame? Shame. Because poor people who are not homeless people or who are lying on the streets, For them, that food was. And here you're living in a nice apartment with your family, working for a multinational company, earning maybe 10 or 15 times what a normal Indian is earning. You're living the dream life, and yet you're shamelessly not only violating the humanity that the Canadians are offering for poor people, you're proudly showing off and you're encouraging other Indians in your native language. Don't spend money, take the free food. How shameless can you get? That clearly shows the pathetic upbringing, the lack of values, morals, and biggest of all, lack of common sense. Imagine they are putting the videos proudly, they're sharing it with others. To the extent now, Indian students, the minute they see an Indian student, immediately, those charity, the organization, they'll ask for your ID, they'll ask for all the details, and they will cross verify. What an embarrassment, man! Are you beggars, yeah? But you like this. You can take if you get a girl who's a prostitute. Sometimes they say you can take a girl out of a bar, but you can't take a bar out of a girl. Their rotten character remains. So in the same way, it's if I were to replace that, you can take an Indian out of India, but you cannot take the India out of him or her. Now this boy, this chubby bubby little fellow, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know whether he was drunk. I have no idea. But as per this report here, the straightest times, yeah. The 20-year-old young man who molested the stewardess while on board Singapore Airlines has been sentenced to 3 weeks jail. You know, luckily, okay, it's in Singapore, so it's not like some of the horrific jail conditions. Like, I'll tell you, if he had done that in Thailand and if he was jailed in Thailand, it is one of the most horrific conditions. It's not even human. Okay. Thailand, Philippines, just Google search and have a look. You're talking of a jail cell where there are maybe 30 people can fill. They'll put over 100. Okay. And nobody is wearing like a shirt, nothing. And when you're sleeping, it's like sardine. You're sleeping with someone's foot here and someone's face here. And, you know, and if you have to go answer nature's call, shit and poop, there's one place kept there, little raised high. You have to do it in front of everyone. He's lucky that he is getting, maybe in Singapore, they offer a little bit of standards. But more than him going to jail, more than that, is the fact that his face has been shown publicly for the world to see. And now his entire career, entire life, he will be identified with his photograph. They just have to do, tomorrow if he creates a, let's say, LinkedIn profile or any other profile, they'll just do a reverse search and they'll get the guy's face. Unless Straight Times Singapore removes it. Maybe he can, get all the videos removed from YouTubers. But unless they remove this from the newspaper, nothing is going to happen. And then on May 14th, in Indian national Rajat, who's obviously Hindu, who goes by one name, pleaded guilty to using criminal force with the intent to outrage modesty. The offense took place on Feb 28th when Rajat was studying in the university in Australia from Perth to Singapore. Okay. At 11:20 a.m., by the way, I made a video of this 2 weeks ago, and you can just type, not again, Indian Hindu man 20 misbehaves with Singapore crew airlines. 2 weeks ago, I put it. Okay. So this boy, at 11:20, the stewardess was cleaning one of the restrooms and bent over to pick up a piece of toilet paper on the floor. Okay. She was cleaning the restrooms. As she did, Rajat, this young boy, approached her, placed both his hands on her hips near her buttocks, and pushed his way to the toilet, causing the victim to enter the toilet as well. The deputy public prosecutor Eugene Lau reported. I don't know what this boy was thinking. really, I don't know did he wake up from a wet dream that he was having hot romantic this thing? He woke up and he saw the girl, and he must have been in La La Land and thought, wow, this is going to be that passionate sex that I've been watching in all these adult videos in the aircraft. I can do all this. What was he thinking? I mean, this is not in a dark alley somewhere. This is in an aircraft with people, you know, the lines of people publicly. I don't know, maybe he needs to go for a mental psychiatric evaluation or something. The female passenger who saw what happened quickly, a female passenger, okay, pulled the stewardess out of the restroom and took her back of the plane to recompose herself to avoid Rajat. Yeah, you got a passenger woman, you're a small boy. You're talking of people in their 30s and all that. They're not going to keep quiet. Thankfully, someone came. Who knows what he would have done? It would have destroyed that girl's life, and maybe the sentencing wouldn't be 3 weeks. Despite what happened, Rajat requested to speak to her privately, said the prosecutor. Maybe he just wants to say, oh, sorry, I love you, or, our typical Indians, I love you, I like you. And one more thing is my gut feeling. I'm just giving my, you know, I'm sure his eyes were on her. I'm sure he noticed her for quite some time. I'm sure he wanted to talk to her or whatever. Maybe he was thinking of a romantic fling. I'll just push her against the wall, kiss her and tell her I love you or something like that. Maybe he thought that was a romantic way of expressing his feelings. Some of them watch these movies where you push a girl up to a wall and kiss her, and the girl say, wow, you're a man. And so he must have noticed this girl for quite some time and must have been turned on. Must have been, this is the girl who I can't live without, or I have to marry you. Mummy, daddy, I want to marry this girl. That kind of thing. He was arrested after the plane landed in Changi Airport. Seeking a jail term of 3 to 6 weeks, DDP Lau said the stewardess had suffered some degree of psychological harm. Of course, you'll be shocked, you'll be horrified, you'll be scared, noting that she felt afraid, disgusted, and humiliated by what Rajat has done. Of course. I mean, what's gone wrong with you, man? The DDP highlighted that it was aggravating that the offense was committed on an aircraft, saying, commercial air travel is high pressurized environment involving such close proximity, and it is even harder to detect undesirable physical contact. All you have done, my young man, my boy, you have destroyed your name, your reputation, everything your parents worked hard for. I don't know how you're going to go back to Australia to show your face. You've insulted the name of every Hindu, you've insulted the name of every Indian, and you've insulted the name of every Indian man. Because they'll be like, oh, he's an Indian man. Oh, yeah. Indian. Oh, Rajat, Indian Hindu. They associate things, whether you like it or not. Like, we always like, oh, Muslim terrorist, Muslim extremist, you say, no? So, Hindu. And for all the, and you don't believe, huh? There are people below my videos who justify this, who say, hey, why you blaming the Indian man? Why you blaming Indian Hindu? And some of them, hey, why you saying Indian Hindu? Huh? Why you saying Indian? Yeah, when you talk of, oh, CEO, Indian origin, oh, see the CEO. Oh, see, that guy from UK, what's his name? I can't get his name. He's Indian Hindu. They are taking over UK. Oh, Rishi Sunak. See, Indian Hindus ruling over British. Jai Shri Ram, Jai. Yeah, when good things you associate, bad things you don't want to associate. Hmm. In addition, there's no ready means to escape for the victim. Yeah, because she had nowhere to go and no way to obtain law enforcement mid-flight. If it was an American flight, oh, you'd get there are law enforcement agencies on the aircraft. They would have, physically turned him upside down and smashed him on the floor of the aircraft, and put handcuffs and taped his mouth and tied him on the seat. They actually do that, by the way. In mitigation, defense lawyer Ranjit Singh. His name is, what is his name? Rajat, no? His name is Rajat. His lawyer's name is Ranjit. Both Ranjit and Rajat. Singh noted his client's clean record and good conduct at school. Yeah, clean record and good conduct in school because maybe he has not been caught before. Because obviously, if he's doing something like this, it's not the first time. Means he has done something like this before. So only thing he didn't get caught. And maybe, see, the reason why he did it again, maybe he thought he would not get caught again. You know, I'm just saying, and I hope that if he has done like this before, just imagine if girls come out and even if tomorrow someone puts a false claim, he did this on me as revenge. Now, there's no way he can say, no, 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 I'm innocent because he already has a bad record. They'll say, yeah, you did it once, you could do it again. You see how it goes. As it is, Indian men have a very tough time, just getting away from fake uh, cases and fake claims of rape. Now, what will you do, young boy? He told the judge, the lawyer, defense lawyer, Ranjit Singh said, a fine should suffice. No, sorry, a fine should not suffice. I'm very glad they named and shamed him. Very glad. He deserves it. It's not he's a small boy. Yes, we do stupid things when we are young. But in today's day and age, boss, see, we all, let's face it, all we men, okay, we have tried crazy stuff at some point in our lives, we have done something stupid, okay? Lucky for us, those days, there was no social media, there was no, you know, I'm not trying to justify. I'm telling you that we have done. But if there was those video cameras and surveillance like what they have today, boss, you should be very afraid, very afraid. And I've always stated this: if you're that desperate, no, if you're that horny, and go to a red light district and satisfy yourself where it is allowed. Don't do it with out of your frustration. No, they bottle it up, and then they can't control it. And then some of them even target their own family members and their own small children. That is, it's a fact. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of sexual molestation by a Hindu. My uncle was Hindu, Indian Hindu. He raped me. He molested me. I used to think he was like my father figure. I loved him. This is what he did. See, I'm telling you, there's this deep, dark, dirty DNA that these Indian Hindu men have, which they can't let go. I don't know what happens. And once alcohol enters your system, oh goodness, you can multiply that 100x. That is why be very careful if you have children who is playing with an uncle or anyone. Please, please, for your own safety. My daughter, she will never play with any elder man or woman, nothing without our supervision. And if you think I'm lying, just check my community tab. An Indian Hindu, another one, who has a YouTube account for a long time, he actually put the comment publicly asking, um, send your wife for 3,000 a night. He put it publicly and I've shared it. So you can tell me, is this one off? Because for me, it's not one off, it's rampant. That is why they say in India, cows are more safer than Indian women. It's a meme and it's a fact. And people know that. They worship and venerate a cow. But for a female, that's why they show that cartoon. One female is walking out and the mother saying, put this cow's head. It's a kind of a mask. You'll be safe. Nobody will touch you. He told the judge, no, okay, those convicted of molestation can be jailed up to 3 weeks, fined, caned, or receive any combination of such punishments. And then there are two links below this article. Jail for Indian man who molested 4 stewardess, again Indian Hindu. Jailed for man who molested stewardess during flight while he was a supervisor. They just ruined their names and their lives. This was a couple of years ago. Okay. All right. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree? I'd like to know your views. But more than anything, more than this incident, the boy has destroyed his life, his career. That's all I can tell you. And I don't know how he is going to circumvent this. I don't know how he's going to go back to college. In fact, if his college comes to know about this, they will threw him out of the college because he has been charged with a criminal offense, and it's public. It's all over the news. How will he go to India and face friends, relatives? Who'd want to marry him? Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right. And I'll drink my afternoon coffee. All right. Cheers.